guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy 2024. If I sound a little bit stuffed up and sick, it's because I kind of am. I actually have been like violently ill for the past 2 weeks, so if anyone's curious how I ended my 2023, that's how. So I'm kind of still recovering as we're starting out the new year, but I just wanted to jump on and do this video for you guys. I love these kind of videos of just like getting your life back in order, and honestly that's kind of what I need right now anyways, so I'm very excited to be just going over my goals for the new year and kind of reflecting on what I went over in 2023. I did just post my recap of like everything that I did in 2023 on my Instagram and like a little short reel, so I'm gonna put that on the screen for anyone who's maybe new to my channel, doesn't know me. Here's just what my Instagram looked like in a glimpse of 2023.
Ain't the same. Do you know what love is? Do you know what love is like? Do you know what love is? What love is like? Do you know?
So that is everything that I basically did in a nutshell. Obviously I did leave out a lot of like family stuff, work stuff, but that's pretty much how my Pinterest-esque looking life was in 2023. If you haven't seen my channel before, I did do a full video on 2023 goals, and with that I did actually make like a little poster, so I'm gonna grab that off of my desk where I typically keep it hanging on the wall, and we're actually going to go through each line item and see kind of how I compared my life to what I wanted it to be versus what actually happened. I will say it was very nice in my opinion to be able to just look up while I'm working each day and kind of have that reminder of what my goals are and just incorporate little details into my life each day of how to reach those goals. Right, so I got the poster off the wall. I do realize that the light from my ring light is kind of on here, so sorry about that. Pretty much every single goal that I wanted to accomplish in 2023, I just kind of put it in picture format and then a little label of like more specifically with numbers what I wanted to reach as my goal. Starting off in this top corner here, one of my goals was to hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel, which I did not quite reach, but we are actually getting pretty close. I think at the time of filming this I have about 700, so I'm thinking that in the next couple months that probably will be something I reach. So if you want to become one of the OG subscribers, make sure to subscribe to my channel to become one of the OGs. Another thing that I did find very important in 2023 was to travel, and I know for a lot of people like that's a goal, and I had specific places in mind of where I wanted to go. There is kind of a funny story on one of the photos I put on here though. So as you can see, I do have quite a few little destinations on top. I didn't get my passport because I didn't really go outside the country. As you can see on here, I do have this little skyline photo with this beautiful sunset on like this city ocean view. Now if you're familiar with what this location is, you're probably gonna think it's ironic and funny because I did when I went to this location. So originally I thought this was Miami, Florida. Turns out it was actually Chicago. I did a very impromptu trip with my economics group in school and we ended up going to Chicago. And I didn't realize that's where this was until I was taking a picture out of like the Chicago 365 tower or 360 tower or whatever. And I took this photo, which looks very similar to the photo that I had on here. And then it hit me. I've had a picture of Chicago this entire time on my mood board, which is ironic because I wasn't even planning on going to Chicago this year. I did also put Las Vegas on here. I was not able to go to Vegas this year. That's still something I want to do, but it's not like a super high priority for me. I do have Wall Street on here in New York, which I did actually go to New York with my economics group, or no, that was actually with my finance club, and I was super grateful for the opportunity because I don't think I would have been able to go if the school didn't actually help pay for part of it. Alright, moving down here, I did have an iPhone 8 Plus for a lot of this year, so I finally did just upgrade. Did also make a video about that. I got the iPhone 15 Pro Max in the titanium, and I've been really enjoying this phone. It's not like a necessity that I got that, but when you have an iPhone 8 Plus and you're trying to create content like I am, I felt like it was kind of necessary. Moving down, this is like a little office slash get ready room, and that is still something that I would like to come together a little bit more for me. I do live in a townhouse with my boyfriend, so we do have technically, I guess, well, I wouldn't really consider this room I'm in right now like an actual room. It's kind of like an open area in the basement. There's no door or anything. So I guess we have like 3 rooms in total. So with that being said, I just haven't really found the space that works best for just me to be able to create like this little glam room. Another thing on here is a little garden, which I did create a garden and it was really cute. I had a lot of fun doing that over the summer. Now on the bottom I have that I wanted to try the terrain park at the snowboarding place at least one time this year. I haven't even been able to go snowboarding at all this entire year, so didn't hit that goal. In December of 2022, I went snowboarding and actually had a really bad accident where I had a concussion and like really bad migraines for a few months. So I think that kind of scarred me, and then in combination with the fact that we live in Minnesota but there was like no snow this whole year, didn't really allow for me to have the opportunity to go, so I just didn't go. I did, however, find a way to move my body a lot more because I do have a suburban neighborhood that I can go on walks, I can go on bike rides. I'm not too far from like a really nice, prestigious area where I can walk around like this gated community of a lake, so that's kind of nice to have as well. Now, I really wanted a Honda Civic Type R because for those who are unfamiliar with my channel, I do really like car type stuff because my boyfriend got me into it when we first started dating. Now, my car broke down and I needed a new car, so I ended up just getting like an SUV type thing. It wasn't super fancy or anything, but it does the job, so I did get a new vehicle. Another goal of mine was to just reach out to my older friends and just check in and catch up with them. Since I was away at college, like an hour away, I wasn't really able to connect super often with my friends like locally where I graduated high school from. I feel like I was able to do that and just kind of maintain those girl relationships that are needed. One of the main goals of this year, or this past year I guess, was to graduate with my bachelor's degree, which I did do, so proud of myself for that one. It took 5 years to do for my 4-year degree just because of COVID and transferring and everything, but I finally did it. Last thing I had on here was to get like some type of career job in wealth management, and this is something I'm going to talk about a little bit because it kind of puts me in a weird position. So right now I'm actually a full-time banker. That's what I do as my job. And so I did go to school for economics and finance, and that is the type of things I like to do. I really like giving, financial advice, and I enjoy learning more about the stock market and how stocks are performing, how to calculate them. So at the beginning of the year, I did do a few interviews for like financial advising positions specifically so that I could kind of jump over the banker role and just go into those. However, it kind of alarmed me when I went to my first interview, and he liked me and everything, it was going well, and he turned the screen and goes, "So I just watched your YouTube video." Why are we doing that, sir? And he goes, "So you have to delete your channel if you want to be in this position," basically. And so that kind of threw a wrench in my plans, because up until that point I hadn't really thought a ton about what my social media presence would have an effect on my like career job, but that's kind of prohibiting me to move forward in the financial industry because I kind of can't have social media if it's not related directly to banking, which is hard because I like to do both. So I'm kind of like in a weird rutted situation with that, I'm not gonna lie. So I kind of did the halfway point and am just doing banking stuff for now until I can figure out what I want to do. But that is everything that I had on my 2023 goals, and so now I'm gonna just go over what my goals for 2024 are, and then I'm really excited to make another one of these little posters to put on the wall for the year. So with that being said, let's pull out my phone for 2024 goals. Alright guys, I'm going to put what my goals are on the screen next to me so you can see them as well. But here is my pretty basic goals for 2024. Now, I know I shouldn't really be like measuring my life based on exact numbers. That's just how my brain works and what I like to really use as motivation to like work super hard at something, or like if I'm getting close to that number that I like, I can kind of let life just work itself out at that point. So for me, I'm a numbers person. I like numbers. Anyways, so I feel like my channel has been doing decent as far as growth in the past year. I will say that 2,000 subscribers is probably a pretty sustainable goal for me. Again, a lot of factors go into what happens with the YouTube channel, so I'm hoping that by the end of 2024 that could be a possibility for me. With that kind of branching off, I do want to get at least one brand sponsorship on my channel. I will say I was actually gifted stuff by the brand Batiste in 2023, and that was like my first time actually working with a brand where they used my content on their main page in return for products. And so I actually keep receiving like PR from them, which is really nice. That was something that I kind of didn't know would happen this year that I was pleasantly surprised by. So I'm hoping to see more of that in the new year. Again, nothing has really changed for me. Another goal is just to travel. I do have 3 major plans for travel already kind of mapped out for the year. Again, nothing too crazy, like out of the country, but first of all, in about 2 weeks, we're actually going to Florida for a trip with John and his work. So we're going to be going to Orlando. Around Memorial Day in May, we're actually going to be going to the Indy 500 in Indianapolis, and I've never been to Indianapolis, so I'm just excited to explore more of the country and see what's going on in other places. And then lastly, we were planning on doing a pretty big trip this year with my family for the summer. I've been to Glacier National Park before, and it's beautiful. It's one of my favorite places in the US to visit, and a lot of my family has not actually been there before, so we're just doing like a big camping trip, and I'm excited for that. Moving down, I do want to start cooking more at home. I'm really bad at just like ordering takeout or just going like 2 blocks away from my house. There's a bunch of new food restaurants that just popped up, and I've been pretty bad at just like by default going to get like Chick-fil-A, Chipotle noodles, things like that. So this is not sponsored at all, but I did decide to finally start HelloFresh. If you're familiar or watch YouTube, you probably already know what that is, but basically they like send food to your house and then you make the meals at home. I've never done it, so let's see. Again, I just want to continue to build my relationships with my friends, specifically girls. I feel like my goals are pretty similar to last year, but just kind of like a little bit elevated, a little bit different. I think I have a pretty clear path now of like the types of friends that I want in my life versus maybe our seasonal friends or people, so just keeping that in mind as I'm moving forward. Again, with the whole like banking work situation, in order to move to the next level in banking, there is like a premier banking exam you need to take. There's actually like 4 different little mini exams, and I would like to not wait super long to take those if I don't have to, just because I do have a lot of the knowledge already from college. Might as well take that sooner than later if I can. And then lastly, I do want to continue to expand my gardening skills. I feel like we had a pretty successful garden last year. I just would like to create some sort of self-sufficient system where if we're gone for an extended period of time, which we will be in the summer, I would like them to kind of be able to water themselves, if that makes sense. So like creating some sort of hose with like holes in it or something so that it can water itself. So that is all of my actual goals that I have so far for 2024. Nothing too crazy, and I feel like I'm in a weird adult spot right now, because I feel like in college I was so excited for this moment in my life where I can not be like super stressed out financially, and not to say I'm making a ton of money, like I'm literally making like enough to cover my bills and then put a little bit in savings each month. So I'm like fine where I am, so I don't really need to like go do anything crazy. I'm kind of just like in a comfortable spot, but I don't like that. I don't like being just stuck in a comforting spot. I'm someone that really likes to push the boundaries. So if there's anything you guys can think of that you think I could try out, something new, or if there's any goals you think I should try to do in 2024, please comment them below, because I'm curious to hear if you're similar to me, what kind of things that you guys are doing as well. With that being said, I am gonna be making my little board for the year, so let's go over to my computer and actually start assembling it. Okay, so we're at my desk now, and I already kind of did a lot of the backbone work because I knew that I'm picky and I'm gonna take forever to find my inspiration photos, but I'm just gonna pop on Pinterest and show you guys kind of the photos that I'm planning on using on my board and then kind of what it looks like to actually assemble it. So as you can see here, I very much have like a black and white aesthetic kind of going on, I've noticed, which is a little bit counterintuitive because I feel like the whole vibe of my channel is very like fun, girly, and vibrant. So that's something I did notice this year, is that my aesthetic has kind of shifted a little bit. I think for the most part it's going to be a lot of neutrals on this board, so I may have to switch some things out so there's a little bit more fun and color, but this is basically everything that I have selected. I'm just going to go ahead and take some of these photos, save them to my computer, and then we're gonna go ahead and open Canva. I just downloaded all the photos that I want to use in my board. I may have to tweak things a little bit if something just isn't hitting the way I would like it to in Canva, and you should be able to do this without purchasing the subscription for it, for what I'm doing. I did just create a poster that's gonna fit in the frame that I have, which is a 12 by 18 inch frame. I know for sure I want this one on there because I am redoing also my guest bedroom upstairs to be kind of like this cute little vintage room, just so like when my friends or family come over, they do have like a cute little space that they can call home for the weekend. So I'm gonna put that on here. I am also gonna make the background a different color. I do think here it might be appropriate to even do like a shade of pink. Let's just make it like really light though. And then I liked the one I had last year because I had kind of like a collage style to it, so I do want to do something similar this year as well. Okay, I think I am officially done making my mood board for 2024. I did add like a few little random filler photos, but I still feel like overall it gets the idea across. Now what I'm gonna do is I am going to title this like my 2024 goals. Last year I did use Walmart as my printing service, however, you can't really tell from far away, but I was kind of upset about the print style and quality because it looked like the printer was running out of ink. There was a lot of like lines across it, so I think I may opt for something like maybe Walgreens this time. I have had pretty good luck with them. And then while I'm doing that, I do have another frame above my desk as well, so I might as well find something for that. But I'm gonna order that and update you guys when it comes in the mail. Hello guys, welcome back. It is a little bit of a different looking background because I actually painted this wall and did a bunch of stuff. It is actually the 12th of January today, and it took forever for me to get my Walgreens order, but I will say the print does look very, very good. This is what it looks like. I'm so excited to finally have it in person so I can put it up on my wall. The print quality is definitely way better than the one from Walmart. It looks like it's an actual like picture or something, so very excited that I have that. I also have this other one that I printed out too, and I just customized this quick on Canva. It's my angel numbers 333, and then I just said I radiate good energy, and that's kind of the vibe that I also want to go for in 2024. And then just get out of your comfort zone is a little reminder for myself just to try new things, and you never know where life will take you. So gonna hang up both of those in the little frames, and it's kind of sad because I've been looking at this one like every single day for the past year, so it's finally time to take it out of the frame. No one asked, but I did do my nails last night. I feel like they look pretty good. There's a lot that's happened in the past like 2 weeks, I guess, since I filmed that last part, so guess I'll just catch you up a little bit. So I painted in this room, and I did like a whole vlog that will be coming out before this video actually, because I already did all this stuff and that footage is done. But basically we did like a renovation for spring, and I just kind of like freshened up the townhouse a little bit. And then right now, if you're wondering why I'm wearing leather pants and this kind of fancier outfit, it is because I am about 2 hours from heading out the door to go on that trip to Florida that's on the other mood board. So stay tuned on my channel if you want to stick around and see what I do in Florida. All right, here comes my old one out of the frame. Oh my god, I forgot that this was on here too. I used to put like this shimmery kind of background thing and then just put like pictures over it. It's so cute. Okay, I got the goal board up. Now I'm gonna take down this one. It just has the most random assortment of things in it. I literally just like needed something to go in this frame, so I have the most random like Pinterest photos that I've just had in a bin since like 2 years ago in college. So, time to put the new one in. Oh my god. You can see my camera. It's so cute and girly over here. I love it. I feel like it goes with the vibe right now of my nails. We're making Pinterest a reality this year, ladies. Well, I can proudly say that I very much like the aesthetic I've created in my little office/studio room. I am excited to see what the new year brings. There's already so many plans that I have, as you guys saw, and I'm very much looking forward to the future. Thank you guys so much for watching the video today. I hope it inspired you to maybe create your own mood board. I definitely would recommend doing it if you have the resources to do so. Also, for the new year, since my channel is starting to grow a little bit more rapidly than normal, I do just want to say thank you guys so much for being a subscriber. If you have been subscribed to me already, you're definitely the OG subscribers, and I am deciding that we're gonna have a name for the channel. So if you're a subscriber for me, welcome to the Sour Lemon family. Since my last name is Sours, I just thought it would be fitting to do something kind of around that name since it is a little bit unique. Make sure to subscribe and become a Sour Lemon if you're not already. Alright guys, hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!